Ladies and gentlemen, my SCFC Vlogs is back. Up a Vlogs here, back with another Swansea what am I saying? Championship score predictions video with
Hello.
Swans away days.
Yeah.
I gotta say it's been a while, haven't it?
Yeah, obviously international break and we didn't do any videos because it was like no point really.
Yeah, obviously I took a break for a week. Just decided to focus. On school for a bit. Obviously I had my first week coming up last week, but I'm back now. I'm ready to upload, and obviously he has college as well.
Yeah, so I obviously it's tough, but we'll still be making videos.
Yeah.
Champs predictions because it's going down well.
Yeah. Obviously, disappointing for me. You won last time.
Back in the game, only 3-1 down.
Right. Yeah, but I gotta say it's been a hell of a series so far.
Yeah,
but before we start the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Can we hit 700 subscribers by the end of the year? Yeah, I've said it. You can screen record it or wherever you like. If I lie in the future, then that's your proof. So. Let's head into the prediction. Fixture after the international break for the championship is Derby County versus Cardiff City, and obviously these two sides have been amazing. No, I wouldn't say amazing. They've been very poor at the minute. Obviously Cardiff haven't had the best results, but lucky winners in last minute, dying minute moments. Really got it for them, and I can see this being a draw. I have that feeling. Pride Park, they haven't been on Derby haven't been on the best form, but 1-0 Derby County, Cardiff City. Yeah,
Cardiff will probably be disappointed getting a point against Fulham. Before the game, they probably would have took it, but the way it went out in Fulham, getting a red card with Harry Arter, they probably will be a bit disappointed, but I just think Derby going to nick this. Yes, you can call me biased, whatever, but I just think their own form has not been good. But I just think Friday night under lights is a great opportunity to get back to winning ways. And of course, they're 19th in the league, I believe, Derby, and Cardiff aren't that much higher than them. But
I believe Cardiff are under 12, 13.
Yeah, so both teams are doing not as good as they expected, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 Derby County.
So that is our Derby County versus Cardiff City prediction. Fulham West Brom. Interesting game with a lot of potential. Obviously West Brom have been a very good side recently, and they obviously obviously Fulham lost to Nottingham Forest, but the results have been more likely positive at the moment. But I can see this going one way, and I can see it being Fulham 2-0.
Trying something new. Fulham West Brom, obviously Marley said 2-1 Fulham, was it?
2-0.
2-0. Is that for Craven Cottage, is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a... Southampton Village yet to lose a game under West Brom, and I think they'll continue that. I'm going to go 1-0. I think it'll be a very entertaining game. This should be one hopefully I can watch, but I don't think it's on TV. It's 3 o'clock kick-off, is it?
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, that's a bit disappointing because I don't think it would have been a good TV game. But I'm just going to go 1-0. I think it'll be a very interesting game, and I can't see any teams really going for the win, if you know what I mean. I think both will be very happy with their points.
Fixture we got is QPR versus Luton. Obviously these two sides are very compatible in very different ways. Obviously both haven't got to the best of starts, but they're like the lower underrated teams. But I can only see this going one way, unfortunately, for Luton fans. I know your results have been quite positive recently. Obviously, a bit Barnsley 3-0. I can't remember what week was that. Do you remember?
What now?
Luton beating Barnsley?
Just for international break.
Yeah. Just for the international break, Luton beat Barnsley 3-0. But I can only see QPR edging this. 2-1 QPR, I
Luton
reckon.
obviously beat Barnsley 3-1 at Oakwell, so they've finally got a win on board, and hopefully that can give Luton confidence from their perspective. QPR need to start getting a bit of a fortress going at Loftus Road. Sorry, not Loftus Road, the Key and Prince Foundation Stadium now. Beat Wigan, and then they lost to Bristol City, I think, or that was just before, not quite sure. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 home victory to QPR. I think this could be a never entertaining game. It's not a derby, but Luton's very close to QPR, so I'm expecting a quite fiery atmosphere, and hopefully it'll be a fiery game.
Next fixture is Middlesbrough v Reading, and I believe this will be a very good game. Obviously, Reading have been on the... really surprised me. I predict them to be in the relegation zone, but Swans is also predict them to be in Middlesbrough in the playoffs. As he's shaking his head there.
I'll tell you, they'll make it. Dark horse Middlesbrough. Watch out. Tell him.
The Riverside will do the magic, do you think? But anyways, I can only see this going one way. I'm gonna say Middlesbrough 0, Reading 1.
I think Middlesbrough are a very strong team, still yet to really come up the tracks in the Championship this season. Reading are starting to play well with the likes of Puskas playing quite well. I think they got a striker, I can't remember his name, but he's very good. Suffered racist abuse on the Instagram a few weeks ago, which is obviously disappointing. But Middlesbrough, Jonathan Woodgate, still yet to get a bit consistent form, but I think they'll start getting this. I think they've had an international break to settle now to get the players back in. Have a word. I'm going to go Middlesbrough 1, Reading 0.
So next up is Blackburn Rovers versus Millwall at Ewood Park, and obviously these two sides are in similar positions, but which only means one thing, to be honest, because I reckon this could go one way or the other, but I can see Millwall necking it. I'm going to say Millwall 1, Blackburn 0.
I agree with Marley, again, surprisingly. I can't see Millwall winning this. I think it's going to be a ball draw 0-0. I just think it's one of those games where nothing's really going to happen. It's probably going to be like a scrappy crossbar offside goal towards the end and nothing happens, so 0-0.
Hull v Wigan at the KCOM. Obviously Hull have not been on the best start today. I reckon they'll be a bit of a... I reckon it'll be a bit of a boring game, as Swans away days are suggesting behind the camera.
Well, you won't find out my prediction.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say a surprising 3-0 Hull. I think it's gonna be a Hull win. So let's head over back to Swans.
Disagree with Marley's score prediction. I'm gonna go with the right result. But obviously Paul Cook's under a bit of pressure at Wigan now. Some fans want him out. The 23rd, they're not doing that well. Hull haven't done that well either, but I just think the likes of Kamil Grosky, Jared Bowen.
He's a good manager.
He's alright,
yeah.
But he's getting a bit of stick right now for his tactics. But I'm going to go a 2-0 Hull.
Stoke v Bristol City, and obviously a massive blow for Bristol City is one of their main strikers, Benakaphobe, cannot play. Yes, he is on loan from Stoke, and obviously he can't play, so I can see this letting Bristol down a bit, but I can still see him winning 1-0 Bristol City with Andreas Weimann to score.
Neck on the line here, Stoke. If any Stoke fans are watching, it turn off now. Every time I predict Stoke to win or draw, then guess what? They lose.
Yes.
So I'm pretty much Stoke's bad luck charm, and for some reason I always predict them to win. I'm actually going to do so again. I don't know, with Stoke, they've got such a good squad. I don't understand why they're playing so bad.
Yeah, they've obviously got like Lee Gregory, who was on fire at Millwall last season.
Nick Powell, who was at Wigan.
Yeah.
So they've got a good squad. Butland obviously been dropped recently, but I'm going to go 2-0 Stoke. I swear down, Stoke, if you let me down this week.
It depends if they put on the right lineup, I reckon.
Yeah, and the manager's tactics. But Stoke, if you let me down this week. Yeah. Come on, Stoke. 2-0 Stoke. Come on, Stoke.
Next up is our team, Swansea City versus the dark horses of the season, in my opinion, Nottingham Forest. Tough game for both sides. Obviously Swans I can happily say top of the league. At the end of August, we beat Leeds, but they've also had some pretty decent results. They beat Fulham at Craven Cottage, which is a very good place to go to against a very good side. But I reckon Swans will win. 2-1 Swans, I reckon, as you will. As we'll discuss in my preview. Back over to Swans away days.
I've obviously done a preview on my channel, so go and check my channel out. Swans away days, cheeky plug. Cheeky plug there. You're not getting monetized after that swearing. I'm going to go Swansea 3, Forest 2. Marley's been making a lot of comments about Craig Dawson recently, so mark my words, Michael Dawson will score. I said Craig Dawson, Michael Dawson will score. And if Michael Dawson scores, we're going to make an agreement. You'll deactivate your channel if Michael Dawson scores. Come on.
You can egg me or pie me.
Right, if Michael Dawson scores, I get to egg Marley 5 times. That's a deal.
like his squad number, innit?
And if Stoke lose, then
I get to pie you. In that,
whatever.
In that trim.
Yeah, whatever. We'll do that deal. So come on, Stoke. 3-2 Swans though. 3-2 Swans. And I'm not agreeing to that
Preston
deal.
versus Brentford, both good sides. Both have similar styles of play. Both got decent managers, I guess. But it's a matter of results. Obviously, Preston have been on good form recently. I can say they're one of the most underrated teams in the Championship. Mark my words. I reckon it'll be a tight game, but I can see Preston nicking a 2-1. I reckon Brentford scorer will be Pontus Jansson set piece, and Andre Green for Preston, and also for Preston I'm going to go with Billy Bowden.
Game. Preston very well organised side, and Brentford obviously a very good team. Still finding scoring goals quite difficult. I say that, but they beat Derby 3-0 last time. I'm going to go for an away victory. Put my neck on the line. 1-0 Brentford, with Ollie Watkins getting the goal. I think it'll be a very tough game though for Preston, because Brentford are very good in the counter attack. But I just feel Brentford are going to get a win out of this game.
Next up is Charlton versus Birmingham up the valley. But obviously Birmingham losing to us, and then did they win against? They beat Stoke, I think. Yeah, Bellingham. Yeah. So obviously Birmingham looking on good form, but Charlton are second in the table. Who would have thought I'd be saying that?
Dark horses, possibly.
Dark horses, yeah. As you said, Middlesbrough dark horses, but I don't believe that for 1 minute at the moment. So, but anything can change in the season. You could obviously be right. But going back onto my prediction, I think it'll be a Charlton win, but I can also see Birmingham scoring. 2-1 Charlton. I'm going to go with a Lyle Taylor brace, and for Birmingham, I can see Jude Bellingham getting another one. So
I'm actually going to disagree with Marge's prediction yet again, surprisingly. I'm actually going to go for a draw. I think Birmingham will have to fix up. I think they'll sit back, and I don't think Charlton will be playing as fluent as we did. I know they're second in the table, but they've played well. But I just see a draw. I'm going to go 1-1 with Birmingham getting a late equaliser with a striker called Lucas Jukovic. Great player. Not Jude Bellingham.
Jukovic.
As Curtis said, yeah. 1-1.
Next up is Huddersfield with Sheffield Wednesday, and obviously Swans away, they said to me off camera, this is the battle of the new managers. And yes, it is the battle of the new managers. I think it's Crowley versus Monk. Obviously Monk has a very good style of play, as he proved at Birmingham, but Birmingham's owners are stupid enough to let him go. But anyways, he's got a decent job at Sheffield Wednesday now, I reckon. But will he prove that this weekend? I think so. I'm going to go with Huddersfield 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2. I'm going to say for Sheffield Wednesday, I'm going to say Adam Reach. 50 yards or 30 yards everywhere we go. Adam Reach, and then Forestieri, and then for Huddersfield,
Forestieri's banned for this game, I think.
Is he? Yeah. But if he's banned, I'm gonna probably go with a defender. Palmer, his name is. Yeah. And then for Huddersfield, I'm going to say, oh God, I'm gonna say I don't know. I actually don't know for Huddersfield. Eric Doom. I'll put Eric Doom. If he scores, he's getting egged.
I'll agree to that deal because I'm pretty sure Eric Doom left in the summer.
No.
So don't think Eric Doom will be scoring. I'm pretty sure he left. Obviously, battle new managers. Obviously, Gary Monk usually gets results quickly, but he doesn't last long. Cowley brothers really deserve this chance. They've been brilliant at Lincoln and thoroughly deserve a chance in the Championship. Would you have stayed at Lincoln though? Obviously, second in the table of League One. Huddersfield possibly could get relegated. They could do a new Sunderland. But I just think Sheffield Wednesday will be too strong at a decent start of the season. And I just can't see Huddersfield creating chances. The decision to let Aaron Moy leave on loan to Brighton, I know he probably wanted Premier League football, but to let him leave on deadline day on loan, shocking move in my opinion. So
obviously he's got an option to buy, haven't he? For Brighton.
Yeah, something like that. He's in a new contract and left on loan, so that deal bemuses me. But
so
I'm going to go...
Huddersfield has just let out free money technically.
Yeah. 3-0 Sheffield Wednesday. I've gone for it. 3-0 Sheffield. Scorers. Stephen Fletcher. Barry Bannon.
Yeah.
And...
Go on, say it. Adam Reach.
No, I know what I'm going to say. Own goal Eric Doom. No, I'm joking. I'm actually going to go... Yeah, Adam Reach as well.
That is Barnsley versus
I need to win
Leeds.
this week. If I win this week, right?
Yeah.
If I win this week, it'll be 3-2 and pressure's a bit on.
Yeah. Barnsley v Leeds. I can only see this going one way. I can see it being high score, and I reckon Leeds are going to batter on 4-0. I reckon Alioski, Dallas. I reckon, as they call him, the Yorkshire Pearl, Calvin Phillips. And I reckon the Brighton lonely Ben White will score.
Barnsley Leeds, he's gone for 4-0. I don't think it'll be 4-0. It's obviously Yorkshire derby, a lot of pride on the line. I think Leeds will win 2-1 with I'm not sure who's going to score. I just know it'll be 2-1. Hopefully it'll be 2-1 because I really need to win. But that's it for this week, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us again. Thanks, Molly, for having me on.
It's alright.
And let's see who wins, because if you win, it'll be 4-1. And let's see if Stoke can win. And let's see if
Eric Doom can score.
Or Michael Dawson.
or Michael Dawson.
See you next week.
Guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to both our channels, Swans Away Days and myself, Marley, SGFC Vlogs. Yeah, he will be back next week, and watch his vlog, because I'm sure it'll be a good...
and yours, your vlogging, aren't you?
Yeah. Obviously, we've got Bristol next week. Our tickets have come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not close to each other, though, sadly.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But I am close to Curtis, so if he'd be screaming, get out of our club.
Yeah. Please, Curtis, if you're watching this, pal, please. But anyways, hopefully we can meet each other, though. Bristol.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Obviously, I'll be there. I'll be block Y37. If anyone wants to meet me, I'll be row 25, seat 8. If any of you guys want to know, to come meet me. But otherwise, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to both our channels, and we'll see you all next week.
Come on, the Swans. I'm Michael Dawson.
Come on, Eric Doom. Come on, Adam Reach. Come on, Palmer.